Hello, one and all, and welcome to Dark Vault Gaming. I'm your host, Joe Dark, and today we will be taking a closer look at a very unique new resource collector for your camp, as well as the new and very cool massive shelter Bethesda just added to the game. It appears putting Double 11 Studios as lead content creators to this game has produced some super cool additions, which are unique and becoming very popular to the Wastelanders. First, let's go into this well-designed shelter, which is currently in the Atomic Shop. A little pricey, but worth it in my opinion. Let's take a look. Okay, let's take a look at the shelter. The first thing I wanted to show you is the shelter entrance. I think it's the most coolest shelter entrance I have ever seen in this game. That's right. You take a cargo bot to the shelter. How cool is that? That is just awesome. I love it. I love it. Okay, so let's go to the shelter and take a look at it. This shelter is massive. I'm telling you, thing is huge. It's just a barren wasteland. It does have structural designs on the ground, like there was maybe a small town here. But the thing is huge. I'll take you. You'll see the perimeter. You can actually tell just by looking in the distance where the perimeter is, and you can see where it stops, where it ends. But it's big. It's big. This is your scrap all machine. It's not registering right now because nothing's built. So let's go to the end here. Let's take a look at that. And we'll build something. Let's build a bell. This is the new bell. Came in the bundle. It's very cool. You can interact with it. That's the door I got out of the scoreboard. I just wanted to see how that looked. This is the entrance to the shelter. Awesome. This is the egg display nest. Those eggs, those large different colored eggs that we got, that you can craft at your Tinkerbench, well, that's the display case for the eggs. It's very cool, great idea. I just don't like where they sit. When we go back to our regular camp here, I'll show you how they sit. They kind of like hover over the nest. I don't like stupid. That's how you get out. That's how you leave the shelter. That's the basket that the cargo thing comes up and picks up to take you out. And that, of course, is the machine if you wanted to scrap all. It doesn't register until something is built, and so that's what you use if you wanted to scrap all. Of course, nothing going to get destroyed here because there's going to be no enemies, so you can't destroy anything. But you can destroy something on your own with the flamethrower, so you can do that. So yeah, look at this thing. It's massive. Now, the first thing I wanted to do is I wanted to find out how high we can build. That's important, I think, because a lot of people like to build massive structures. So I just built a foundation and some walls, and I went up as high as I possibly could. So there's the foundation. There's the first foundation. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And that appears to be the end. So we can go up 9 floors. We can't add another wall there, not even a half wall. But let's see if we can add a roof so we can actually have 9 levels, 9 floors. Let's see if we can do that. Let's add a floor. Let's add a roof. Or if you're from the south, a roof. All right, so here we go. Let's take a look at this baby. And boom, there you have it, and there you go. 9 stories. You can build some massive structures in this shelter, let me tell you. Holy mackerel, Andy. Now, the only thing we don't know is what size the camp budget is, but let me tell you, it looks like you could build a lot. And if you look at the ground, it appears that there was a small town here once with maybe some shops and buildings on the sides, so that it gives you an area to maybe build a little town with little sidewalks, little areas that you can walk, and then the other areas you can actually build some type of structures, maybe some stores, or you have the railroad tracks, maybe a train station. There's so much you can build in this shelter. And the other reason this shelter is very cool is it's so big that you could put whatever you want in here. We have a lot of prefab structures. I'm sure that you could put a lot of those prefabs in this area. But there's so much area to build, and you have streets. I really like the option of having little streets. So cool. Very, very cool. Okay, that's the shelter in a nutshell. That's it. And let's show you the eggs real quick. See how they stand straight up on the side of the nest? I don't really care for that, but that's what they gave us. So there you have it. Okay, let's take a look at this unique resource machine that they just gave us. It's called the Budding Apothecary. Now, if you want to know the definition of apothecary, it's very simple. It's an archaic version of a person who prepared and sold medicines and drugs. Kind of like a pharmacist, only the pharmacist nowadays disperses the medication. This person, apothecary, actually created them. They prepared the actual medicines. So basically, what this machine does, it gives you items that you need to make chems. That's right. The items that you need, specific items that you need to make chems, will come from this machine. Now, I do notice that I tried to transfer, like I picked up that firecracker berry. I tried to transfer it, maybe because you can't make a chem with a firecracker berry, maybe. But I went to the chem bench, and the items that were in that machine were items that you need to make some chems. But berry mentat, you need firecracker berry, so I couldn't place anything into the machine, but I could retrieve from the machine. So it's possible that it only gives you, and you can't transfer anything in it. So, but you'll be able to take resource items that you need to create certain chems. So that's what this machine is for. It's to help you to create chems. And you also have a collectron that you can put into your camp that can collect certain chems for you too. So that's just another, and here's got a melon blossom in it and some toxic soot flower. So it's an interesting item they put into the game. I would have never thought of it, but it's very interesting, and you know what? I like it. I like it. It's very unique. So there you have it, and if you notice, it is right in resources. It's in the resource. The budding apothecary. Say that 5 times fast. So it is in your resources in your camp menu. So there you have it, and there you go. Well, that's all I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you liked the video, please smash that like button. It helps the channel grow. Subscribe if you haven't already. And share with friends and fellow Vault Dwellers so they can view the channel as well. And don't forget to hit that bell. You'll get notified of all new upcoming content. Looking forward to seeing you next time. Everybody have a great day. Excelsior. Take care.